has trouble with the snap, and the ball is free.
Okay, next question.
I'm a horse football coach right now.
You know, it got shoved up, shoved it up. It got shoved, right?
Michigan State wins a fantastic game against Arkansas on Saturday. And at what cost? Well, it seems like it's 14 games wins for the football team the past couple of years. Today, at the Spartan Savants, it's Nikki and Travis. As part of the sanctions, we actually had to self-impose a suspension for Winston for one episode. So we'll be back next episode. But yeah, Travis, how's it going?
I was doing better till that came out, but yeah, it's going.
Yeah, I mean, it is really it was just one of your classics sitting at the desk. Okay, what the hell is it?
Yeah.
So,
what do they want now?
Oh yeah, honestly, I mean, it's just okay. I just saw vacated wins, and the first thing I thought was, okay, as long as Kenneth Walker's okay, I don't care. And
yeah.
22-24 is gone.
Yeah, we still have an 11-win season on there.
Exactly. So I am actually going to break down what the punishments are. Just going to write it down because people have been freaking out over this. I mean, it's online discourse, just hyperbole.
I do have those pictures you sent us in here if you want me to pull them up.
Oh, that might be very helpful, actually.
Yeah.
So, but basically, the punishments were, okay, please pull that.
Nope, that's the wrong file.
Okay.
There we go.
So 3 years of probation. That's not a bowl ban or anything. It just means you can't get caught again, or else we'll get a heftier punishment. I feel like 95% of schools are on somewhat of probation at all times.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yep.
A financial penalty of $30,000 plus 1.5% of the budget of the football program. That's 30,000 is whatever. 1.5% of the budget of the football program is not ideal, obviously. Although I did hear with the Spartan Ventures opening, that kind of is extreme. It's making our budget way more, but it's kind of funneling it in different ways where this might not be that big of a problem.
So it's a workaround.
Yeah, so it seems like we may have loopholes. Hopefully, us saying that on air doesn't have bad guys find out, and that goes away. And then restrictions on official visits, unofficial visits, recruiting communication, recruiting person, days and off-campus recruiting contracts, and evaluations over a 3-year probationary period. I can get a little bit more in detail for that because that sounds horrifying. But basically, it's one home game each of the next 2 seasons where there are no official or unofficial visits. That kind of stuff. But I think a coach can overcome that. Jonathan Smith probably can't, but maybe we have a different coach. Hopefully, we get someone who could do that. And then we have an additional 2 weeks where we can't contact recruits. Maybe we just still do that, and maybe this time we just don't self-report.
Yeah. I mean, the lesson here is if you tell on yourself, they're not going to go easy on you. But if they catch you and you tell them to go stick it where they can't, where you want them to, they go a little easier on you.
Yeah, they do not like getting talked back to, I guess. It's crazy. And the big one, which this one really isn't the big one, I think the worst one is probably the recruiting violations. It's the vacations of wins for the 22, 2023, and 2024 seasons, and a show cause order of people who are no longer with the company. Khalif, Brandon Jordan, man, I remember thinking he was the coolest guy ever. And then, unfortunately, Mel Tucker cannot coach in college football for the next 3 years.
Yeah, that was I remember when they hired Khalif and when they hired Brandon, those were 2 big hires that like everybody on Twitter was making a big deal about. It was huge, and no wonder why we were able to easily get them. They were out there breaking the rules, but like most people have said, if we did something wrong, I don't really care about the punishment. It's just, and honestly, it's on par with what Tennessee got a few years ago for a pretty similar thing. They ended up with, I think it was 5 years of probation. Hold on. Yeah, they vacated 11 wins. Had a show cause for their head coach, lost 28 scholarships, and were on 5 years probation for the whole McDonald's gate
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. So, I mean, they haven't said exactly what we did in terms of specifics, but
They did in the report.
did
It
they?
was like,
I didn't see any of it. Yeah.
yeah, we basically just like paid for some airfare and hotels for some recruits. And I think we paid recruits specifically to visit. Can't think of anyone who that could have been.
Yeah. No way.
It is.
It's not
It
like
is-
we
I mean,
finished in second for a bunch of recruits that we didn't get.
Yeah, I mean, look, a lot of people just love going to their home. It's their second favorite place in the world, but you got to play football somewhere else.
Yeah.
Got to separate home and work.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nobody, anyone, no one who
Good.
plays for Oklahoma.
Getting real specific here. Yeah, and on the vacated wins things, a lot of people were making a big deal that other institutions didn't have to vacate wins, and the stupid rule by the NCAA, but for vacated wins, it has to involve an ineligible player, and that's what this whole thing kind of revolved around in the recruiting, in 3 ineligible players participating in the games. So it's not totally unexpected in that realm.
Yeah. We'll spare you guys the segment on names and addresses of who the players were. We won't do that one this week, but yeah, basically, really, let's be honest, the vacating wins. It's really just Michigan.
I mean, as soon as you said that Valenti was a good one today, I turned it on and went back to the beginning of it, and I loved that they're like vacated wins. Oh, you can have them. Go ahead. Like the 3 worst seasons in recent memory. Go ahead, take them away.
Yeah. And this is a very important because I actually have a kind of a segment, an actual segment-esque thing of how to talk about the 3 vacated seasons. Here, let me pull some notes here. So basically, when talking about those 3 seasons, I think it's very important that you talk about everything on NCAA records. Like, for example, if you look at the NCAA records for the past 3 years where Michigan State got their wins vacated, you can see that we didn't beat Michigan that year because, I mean, the wins were vacated. Michigan State, the last time Michigan State was eligible, didn't have any wins vacated or wasn't punished by the NCAA, we won the Peach Bowl. So, and if you look at the records, you'll see that we did not have enough wins to go because obviously all the wins were vacated. So, I mean, technically, we did not make a bowl day those 3 years, but so I just think it's very important that you got to let people remember how technically we did not make a bowl. If you look at the records, so, I was thinking about it that way. But yeah, I mean, that's really kind of what I've got there about these. I'm not too worried. Some people are saying it might be to help us get out of the Mel Tucker contract.
And if it is, which it seems like it might be, that's another genius move. Honestly, like it seems like it sucks on the face of it, but then you think about not having to pay 2 coaches once you fire another one, and being able to, hire another coach for whatever they need. It definitely helps.
Yeah, like basically, I'm going to choose to believe that is why this is happening.
Yeah. And I mean, we're 9 minutes into the show. We've already mentioned 2 genius moves by J-Bat, if that's the case. So
yeah, I mean, I'm going to go with that he's a genius.
We're getting punished, but things may be looking up with this new leadership. I like that they want to bury that era with that by throwing it under the bus like that.
That's very fair. So basically, sorry, dog's barking. So basically, this is just more annoying. Just it's basically a day or 2 of discourse online, but people are going to forget about this in a week because this happens like every school. It's just it's really just the select few that get away with it. It's very annoying.
Yeah. It's just it's funny. It's funny seeing other fans of other teams be like, they got this punishment, but other schools didn't get as bad and that kind of thing. But then that specific other school, those people are going to be annoying about it.
Yeah, but I mean, then you guys got to remember that that Michigan people will say the most heinous, insane things no matter what, and they are. It doesn't matter what happens; they're going to be evil. So you just gotta take it on the chin and keep going up.
Yeah, I mean, again, they showed you can tell the NCAA to fuck off, and it won't do anything to you.
Yeah, it's great. All right, so anything else on this, or can we put a bow on this bad boy and talk about our fantastic game this Saturday?
Yeah, we can go there. I would rather not have to talk about sanctions anymore.
Yeah, that's fair. We'll vacate this part. Won't be there. But
this is a vacated episode. Yes.